there, Mountain Crest. I am your friendly library media teacher, Mrs. Jensen. I wanted to give you some help when you're using the online library EBSCO database to do research. EBSCO is what we're going to use in most of our college classes. So, 1010, political science, even like music 1010. Any of those you want to, when you're writing a paper for a college level class, you definitely need to use EBSCO. You're going to start at the online library homepage. If you don't know how to get there, there is a link from the school website and from the school library website. But onlinelibrary.un.org, this probably looks a little bit different. They do update it on time to time. I just want to show you this here. If you're working from home, you need to log in with your username online and your password research. If you're in school, it will just automatically log you in. So first thing you're going to click is high school right here. And then you're going to go to EBSCO High Schools. This is how you get to EBSCO. There's two databases in EBSCO that I like. The first one is Explora High Schools, and the second is Academic Search Premier. Let's look at Explora first. Explora is pretty easy to use. Obviously, you can search by topic, like if you know what kind of topic you're, writing about. You can even just go into that, and then they'll give you a list of topics alphabetically. So this is a pretty easy way, especially if you don't have a topic and you're just kind of like picking one. This is a good way to go. But you can also just search in here a topic really broadly. Don't search a question or like a statement, but you can search a topic. And what I want to show you in here is how to filter your results. So I've got 174,000 results. I'm probably not going to read all of those before I decide which ones to use. Let's go here and check all filters, okay? So in all filters, I want you to make sure it's online full text. Usually that's auto-checked, but if not, click that. Then I want you to click peer reviewed. For most of the work that you're doing for a college level research, it needs to be peer reviewed. If your teacher doesn't need that, you don't have to click that, but I think that's a good way to narrow results. And then date range. Depending on your topic, you're going to want to narrow it down to either the past 5 years, probably the past 5 years. Just depends on your topic. You can also narrow a lot of different ways over here, like your Lexile range, like if you're not a really good reader and you don't want to like dig through all that, or by the source type, I think is a good way to narrow so that you only want to look in primary source documents. Maybe that's a requirement from your teacher. Or maybe you only want to look in academic journals, right? So go ahead and apply those filters. I applied 4, and now it's gone down from 174,000 to 61. This is awesome because it's much more manageable for me to dig through these. Of course, if I'm not finding anything that I want, I can go ahead and filter a little bit differently. Like I could take off, like academic journals, for example. But anyways, this is how you use the database to kind of sort through. In the next database, I'm going to teach you how to use an advanced search for Boolean searching. EBSCO has that option. Explora has that option. I think Explora is easy to use without the advanced search, but it is here if you need it. I'm just going to go ahead and click any article. Once you click on an article, you're just going to see the details of that article, not the information itself. There's going to be a button here that you need to push. Sometimes it says Access Now, full online text. Sometimes there's a down arrow and you need to click that. So either way, you click on that to get to your actual article, okay? And then your tools for citing and saving this article are up here. So the first one is Cite. I love EBSCO because it has like every sort of format that you might need. So MLA, Chicago, whatever you need, go ahead and just click on it. And then you can copy this citation right here and paste it right into your Works Cited page. The next tool you're going to need, 2 of them actually are right here under this Share. So Share, the first thing I want you to do is send it to your Google Drive. And it will ask you for permission and you'll give it permission. And then it will be right there in your Google Drive under Recents. Then once that's done and it tells you it's done, save completed, go down here to Create Link. I always want you to create a link and paste that right under your citation. The reason why is because EBSCO database gets so much information every single day that they don't give all of it a permanent home on the internet. So unless you click Create Link, you won't be able to find this link tomorrow. Even though your citation has a link in it, that's the link for the sake of citation. This is the link to be able to get back to it. So always create a link, paste that right under your citation. Okay, so this is the Explora database, okay? We've kind of gone through that. Also within EBSCO High Schools is the Academic Search Premier. Academic Search Premier is what you're going to use in every single college that you're going to go to. It's the standard for research, okay? So learning to use academic search is pretty important. This is what this looks like, and you can go ahead and limit it to peer-reviewed and full text here before you start your search, or you can limit it after. So you could do a basic search here, right? Like I could do education, and that's pretty basic, and it will pull up a million articles, right? What I like to do instead is use an advanced search, okay? Advanced search will pull up this for you. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger for you. So it's going to give you these options for and, or, and not to help you limit or broaden your search depending on what you're looking for, okay? So I'm going to show you just a couple of tricks to do this type of searching. First of all, instead of typing education, if I type the word educate, which is the root word of education, right? If I type the root word of any word and put this little asterisk next to it, now the search is going to search all forms of that word. So educate, educated, education, educational. It's going to search all of those, and I don't have to type all of those search words in. So that's a helpful little trick. Let's try another word like benefit. This will also search like beneficial, right? So any root word that you put an asterisk after, you're going to search all forms of that word. Okay, so I want to do something about education. Okay, so and, or, and not, right? And means that whatever the search looks for is going to have that word educate plus also the next word that I type. So I'm going to put teen, and I'm going to put a little star there. So teen or teenager or teenagers, right? So it's going to have both of those words in it, right? So that's going to narrow the search a little bit. Instead of just looking for education articles, it's going to look for articles that have both education and teen or teenagers in it, right? If I used or, right, it would look only for this word or this word. That's going to broaden my search tremendously. That's probably not what I want, right? Or makes it a lot broader and makes it a lot smaller. Okay, so now I'm going to say not. I don't also want it to have this word in it. I'm going to say, let's see, child or children. Okay, I'm just totally focused on teenager education, right? So there we go, and or not, okay? Let's just do a basic search, and then I'll teach you a few more things. Okay, look, that narrowed it down to 215 articles. That's way fewer, okay, just by doing that Boolean search. Your other limiters are over here, peer-reviewed, if you're interested, and then you could also change your publication date. This is just a little slide bar, so to just make it much more recent, okay? And that's another way to narrow my results. Now I'm down to 42 results, which I can totally look through, right? Let me just show you a few more things up here while we're doing the advanced search or the Boolean searching, okay? If I want to say mental health, I'm going to put the asterisk around these two words, the little quotation marks around those two words together, because now my search is going to search for mental and health together in that order. So anytime you're doing two words together, like for example, and you want it to be searched for in that order, you put the asterisks about it. Okay, now I can also use these Boolean terms inside of this search. So, and I want to search for educate, education, educated, whatever, and mental health or mental illness. Okay, I use this word or here in the middle of this line instead of going down here and saying or, because I want it to search for either of these terms along with education, right? If I put it here, if I put mental or mental illness here, then it's going to search for education and mental health or education or mental illness. So it's going to be way too broad. It's going to, I'm interested, education is the thing I want, not or mental illness, okay? So that's just the difference in that. So if you want to just like clarify the terms here with an or, do it all inside the same line. So the good thing about EBSCO also is that it will pull up some options here for you, right? In case you can't think of all the right search terms. So I can just click on that and that'll do that for me, okay? All right, so, so I'm just gonna say mental, put those in asterisks, mental health, and I'm gonna say, let's see, vaccine. And I'm gonna put an asterisk by that because I also wanted to search for vaccination, okay. And then I can just do my search, okay? So this is just how you have to think a little deeper and work a little harder. But look at this. It gets me exactly what I want. COVID and mental health in America, okay? Like, this is awesome. So what I'm saying is you have to work a little harder than doing a Google search, but if you'll practice this, This is how you're always going to do research in college, and it is how you're going to find the actual research and results that you need instead of just like a bunch of garbage articles. Okay, so that's Academic Search Premier. Let me go inside an article. So when you're in an article, same thing here, just a brief little like, it's not what you want. It's just like a brief little like, this is where the information came from. Click over here to HTML full text or PDF full text, whatever option it gives you for full text. And then you can read your actual article right here, okay? Your tools in EBSCO are here. So you've got your site tool, and you'll just scroll down here to the style that you want. Copy that, okay? Your link is called a permalink in EBSCO Academic Search Premier. So just do that, copy this link, put it under your citation, and then Google Drive, send it to your Google Drive right here, okay? So same tools, they just look a little bit different. The other thing I want to show you is if you're in an article that you really like and is giving you the information that you need and you just want more just like this, just go over here to find similar results. This database is really good about finding you more results that are very similar to what you just found. It's going to give you a lot, but they'll probably be good, and then you will need to go ahead and limit again after you pull those up and limit it down quite a bit. Okay? All right, that's how you use EBSCO. That's how you use, again, you use the Explorer or the Academic Search Premier. Go ahead and use those. Practice work on them when you're doing research, and if you get lost or need help, just come by me in the library. I'm happy to help you. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.